seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. 2 minutes, 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
This is not about shilling your S-Coin. I swear, man, it's like, why can't you just be happy about the TA, the charts, the candles? The heart and soul of this channel is not crypto. The heart and soul of this channel is not stocks. This channel is not precious metals or commodities. It is technical analysis.
Is that a joint? I mean, it's legal, right? Bitch, I'm going to the moon!
Hey, traders. Happy Monday to you. Hope you're having a good day, better than Bitcoin that's down only about 600 points, 1.5%. A lot of altcoins are up today. Actually, most are up, with just a handful not up. All right, so nothing really too significant has occurred since yesterday, except the fact that Bitcoin has now regarded what was once a resistance back from January 14th, where it was created, is regarded as resistance again. We've seen that before. It did that back May 27th, and then it was not good, right? So you really want to see Bitcoin get back above this critical inflection point that is pictured in gray on your screen. But as we discussed yesterday, Fibonacci common retraces.
Hype in the chat for the intro. Thor team, please. Rune used.
What's up, Tuck Afu? Thank you for the 20, man. We'll look at Thor Chain. Thank you, man. My favorite Marvel character. Even though I don't really even like Marvel that much. Man, Thor was cool. Right, talking about yesterday, just common retraces. You have exceeded a 23% retrace, but not by much. Maybe at best, at this point, you've maybe made a 30%, 28% retrace from the previous low to high. So very shallow still, where you think if it was just going to do what assets do normally, when they retrace, they lose 61.8 to 38% of their value before bouncing again, and you know you're not there yet. So negative momentum. It looked like almost like hidden bullish divergence was starting to flirt with being possible. I mean, it actually is until you get a candle close below 38,632 where you make a low, you make a higher low, or even the same low with higher levels of negative momentum. That is impending price action continuation. So that is not out of the cards until we get a 4-hour candle close below 38,650 and change. So hopium, there's ammunition for your hopium smoking pieces, right? Same thing with the RSI. It's like you keep making slightly higher lows and lower levels on oscillators. Yeah, that's hidden divergence. So hidden bullish divergence. We'll see what happens, man. This 44 to 45% increase in value in a 1 week period, that is a certain sign of strength if I've ever seen one, right, where it looks so bad. You had a confirmed partial rise on the 12-hour and daily, and like what, hidden bearish divergence. You had all kinds of stuff. It just looked so bad, and then you fell below the support, and then this happened. That's just something you don't really want to ignore, man. Okay, because after something like that, it's very possible that Bitcoin never sees 31K again to back test the bottom of the channel.
That
all right?
intro is unbelievable. Incredible work.
Is that a joint?
Thanks, B-Marts. Well, that's Chalin, Gordy Powell, Zorro, many aliases. But yeah, he did a really good job on that. We implemented a new little part today, but we're going to add to that. It was about the legends, right? The analysts from the past, right? Brought up H.M. Gartley, Wilder, and then we had Wyckoff himself, and then we actually had Scott Carney, the man, who will be on this stream in the next few days. One of the, I don't know which one, we're going to figure it out, but he will be here. So you want to be watching the stream if you want to gain insight to the legend himself. One of the definite godfathers of harmonics, okay? He'll be here. So we're going to add in like Mark Douglas, something on the docket, which is going to be cool. In September, next month, sometime we're working on it. Mark Douglas's widow, his former wife, before he passed, was real big in trading in the zone and all that. She loves that stuff. Scott Carney and me are going to try to have her on this show to talk about his insights and how it all happened. So you don't want to miss that. That's coming up in the next month, sometime September. So stick around. And, that's just like maybe the calling, right? Where it's maybe I should, I want to reach out to like Thomas Bulkowski, get him on the show, talk to him, and just people that it makes more sense to have them on the show, not like individual owners of a cryptocurrency. That's not really this channel, so we'll do it, but we're going to continue adding to the intro every day. That's all I have Chalin working on, making a thumbnail once a day and only the intro, refining it, adding to it, enhancing it, making it better, keeping it fresh. Or we're not going to have the same music on. It's going to be like whatever I pick, or have a musicless intro. It'll be good. So we're just talking about that, but I mean, who cares about any of that? We're here for the markets. We're here because, Square had a $29 billion acquisition, of Afterpay, that is an amazing looking chart. But Square's up too on the news. God, what am I? So do you want to look at Bitcoin that's doing what the shallow retraces? Nothing too bad has happened yet. There's even the offshoot chance of hidden bullish divergence right here. All right, we go to Ethereum. That is certainly outperforming the crap out of Bitcoin. Look at this beautiful uptrend, right? We just looked at Bitcoin that broke a demand line. Has any demand line on Ethereum really been broken if you have it plotted this way? Nah, dude. Very well respected, above 2,500, trying to break 2,600. 45, you break 2,645, you're probably going up to 2,900 to test those highs from May and June. And after that, very little. Even 3K, it's psychological, it's plotted here for that reason, but it's nothing burger. It was tested May 20th as resistance, or that's it, dude. Above that's like 3,500, that's not even that strong support. It's just like a straight line up and down. So, I mean, if, say, Bitcoin actually gets out of 41K, this sign of strength is real. We make partial declines and stuff like that of a rectangle, and we break out upward. Dude, this thing's probably going to test all-time highs again. or at least the 88%, 78% retrace, which is like $3,900 to $4,000. So remember, Ethereum hit an all-time high of 43.84 and 43 cents. So that's just, you're still, how far off is Ethereum from its all-time highs right now? Remember, it has still not even technically made a 38% retrace from its all-time high to the lowest low of the correction that was on the date, I guess, of June 26, right? Not even a 38% retrace. So not even technically a moderate retrace, though it's like a 36% retrace, all right? But, you know, in 38% retraces on assets, and then they reverse and it's over. That's extremely bearish conditions, man. That's not good. That's like, dang, the trend, the macro is all bad probably anyway. And, you know, you see assets in stronger market conditions, which I think crypto is kind of like, or at least for Ethereum itself, is in a stronger environment where it would probably not reverse majorly to make a lower high and then dump to lower lows. It would probably go up to a 618. And then maybe even those deep retraces for the major X, A, B, C, D stuff, right? Wave analysis, W pattern, right? Not even a 38%. So we're talking like 33.64, you know, which is pretty close to that low from May 13th. So that's probably where you're heading, but it is undeniable that there is confluence at the 38% retrace with a bunch of swing highs and swing lows, at least, you know, from history, right? So that's definitely gonna be an area of chop congestion. That's the last line, though. That's the last area of like major resistance, 2,900, okay?
Looking for downside on cream is a bull. Thanks, bro.
Is that a joint?
What's up, Super Michael Jordan? Thanks for the 20, dude. Just stay above 167, 176 area, and you'll be good, dude. Go back test that zone if need be. Okay, Cream, what did Cream do? It ran to the level that we said if it ever broke one level, it would go to that next level, 205 to 210. It did that, and it pulled back. It pulled back. Why? Bitcoin pulled back a little bit. It's all good, dude. It's very illiquid, and the volatility swings are gonna be high on it, man. Order books just not gonna be, there's just not gonna be a ton of people exchanging hands with cream and US dollar, cream or BUSD. They're just not going to. It's gonna be a lot slower. So that means like the bids and asks, the spread is gonna be wider. So you're gonna be people market buying and market selling. So the price is gonna be jumping like locally really quick. But the main thing is you zoom out and you can see all the extreme amounts of accumulation happening on the asset and it breaking critical levels. That's important. All right, so we'll look at cream, dude. Okay, Super Michael Jordan Connect. Thank you, dude. We got Kanye West in the Patreon. We got Michael Jordan tipping $20. Kim Kardashian tipped $3 yesterday, dude. This is incredible, man. Like, this is my dreams come true. Okay, Kava. So anyway, just going kind of in depth on Ethereum. It's a really good performing asset. Ethereum to Bitcoin, it looked like descending triangle action, but the shortening of the thrust. Remember, someone I was talking to in respect to TA chat about this, they were like, any thoughts on Ethereum to Bitcoin? I'm like, man, it actually looks pretty good here. The shortening of the thrust was right here on July 28th, where you were showing distribution. But man, you were springing back, testing the spring not once then twice. And then there was divergence on the slightly lower low, almost the exact same low. And now, chat, as I'm speaking to you, if you can even hear me right now, we're just gonna play it. Tom, I'm standing outside of the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, and it looks like a supply line is attempted to be broken right now. 6.6 million Satoshis and climbing after a shortening of the thrust move and a higher low. So similar. Could be. You look at this chart, right? Chat, look at this chart. You see it and you're like, dang, man, that's crazy. That's crazy, right? Descending triangle is normally a bearish bias, a bearish move, but it doesn't. It's all about probabilities. It is not about certainties.
Can we check if GHST bust is retesting IDATH breakout? Thanks.
Sure. Gassed? Ghost? I don't know. What about Casper? Is that not the same thing? I think you did. Well, look. All right, so you see this picture in your mind, and then we go to one of the largest assets on the planet, the market cap, and it was almost the same picture, right? A nice mark up before, and then you had the descending triangle, and it was like, oh man, we're in so much trouble, dude. It's in so much trouble. But then look what happened. It made that low, the buy wall, right, with the distribution, but it rallied. It hit a low that was higher than the previous local low, and then it did the same thing. And it's just like, hello? Breakout happened, and then it even back tested the breakout as support, and then went insane, and just recently came off its all-time highs, exceeding 1618 for the extensions. Is just ridiculous, right? So that's what I'm saying, man. Ethereum to Bitcoin just did literally the same thing locally. The low, right? The same low, then the higher low, then the double bottom, confirming, and now you're breaking out. So what does that mean? That just means that Ethereum would, in time, outperform Bitcoin if this was real, right? If this was actually real, that would mean like a Bitcoin maybe is going up in value or down, but so Bitcoin's going up in value, that means that Ethereum's going up in value at a much faster rate. And if Bitcoin's going down in value and this chart states bullish, that just means Ethereum is losing less value to the US dollar than Bitcoin is, okay? It's not losing as much value. Okay. So that's it, man. This little cool stuff. We're seeing a fractal. I mean, Ethereum to Bitcoin, same market participants, Facebook. Just kidding, but dang, man. Similar, not identical charts. One could be telling the story of what's coming next. Remember that major all-time high, or I'm sorry, that major level of congestion or support resistance is 8.2 to 8.5 million Satoshis. Those yellow lines you can see above, you had tested the bottom on a date of May 15th. I believe that's when Ethereum was going for the whole $4,400 all-time high. Back then, man, crazy. Okay, sorry. Yes, Ethereum. One owns Bitcoin. I don't know why one would not also own Ethereum. Okay. So, I don't know, notable gainers. You have Tezos up today. You know, okay, great, dude. I mean, it kind of double bottomed and has rallied. It broke the neckline, the confirmation line from July 4th. And is trying to back test it and hold it. 310. And major levels of resistance. There it is, man. March of last year, March 2020. You break that, you could very well see 380. Oh yes, the 333, the Leroy Jenkins resistance. Yep, it's been there, man, forever. So you're marching on towards it. There's lots of bearish divergence, undeniable. A high on price, a higher high on price, much lower levels on both oscillators. So implied downside next, but it may not kill it. It just may sell off to back test another level or something. So yeah, it is kind of looking a little exhausted. Buyers looking a little exhausted on the 4 hour on Tezos, okay? But I mean, with a lot of these coins, dude, Bitcoin keeps going up. You know where these altcoins are going up? They're gonna go up too. But a lot of them just might underperform. Okay, so that was that one, and then the other one was Link, that has continued to rally beautifully off of nothing, no formal harmonic here. It's nothing. It's actually a busted shark that hit a 1272 though. It hit a fib extension, and then it's an M shape though, undeniable M shape. Just it bounced literally in nowhere. Like it didn't even really test much of anything as support at all. Maybe this high back from September of last year, but it was really weird. It had broken the major levels and just reacted and reversed at the same time, and it's just been going up straight ever since. And it looks like, I mean, you know, of course it can reverse any time. It's showing a little bearish divergence on the oscillators now, like Tezos, but the target, I mean, the next major resistance is like $25, $25.50. So it has maybe a little bit more room to run just in terms of where people would be placing their limit sells, or, you know, just where they would sell their position. So yeah, man, nice recovery on Link, but remember the previous event that was discernible was the lowest low of the entire correction. Let's go, Dr. Colossus, man. I'm glad you like it, dude. We will.
Dr. Colossus tipped $100. Hey Mitch, love the new intro. Can you check out CHSB/BTC for HR and daily?
We will look exactly at that. Thank you, man. We'll add it to the list. Just making the rounds, you know, notable gainers in crypto and stuff. Do we have anything on the good God, man? One of them's up like 40%. Kava, dude. Kava, are you kidding me, man? Remember that time Kava looked exceptionally bullish? Classic accumulation on the daily. I think hidden bullish divergence on that third low. Oh my God, dude. It was incredible. And now, chat, we have a very, very real development occurring on Kava right now as I'm speaking to you. Okay? It is breaching the major high from August 17th of last year. This is it, man. If it can sustain, which it has not been able to, it tried 3, 4, 5 of the past 7 days, attempted a breakout and failed. But today, with an hour 30 minutes to go until this daily candle close, is trying to confirm a real breakout of a major level. And a bullish engulfing candle to boot, positive momentum beginning to build again. Just barely getting overbought, dude, in crypto. Okay, 71, all right. It's overbought technically, dude. This thing could go to 80, 90, especially when it breaks critical resistances like this. So the target would be 746 from here on Kava. Matthew Duman, melting, or what is it, not melting, but drowning in attendees or something. Yeah, dude. It's incredible, dude. It's like literally everything you could ask for. A long-term uptrend on an asset. The asset has a really nice run last year all the way up to April of this year. It then corrects massively, lost 88% of its value, 86% of its value, right? So value perceived areas for market participants again. They take their longs, they begin, and they rally it. It runs to a resistance, can't break it, sells off again. The buyers relent. But when the sell-off occurred, when the buyers relented because they could not breach that high, what happened? A higher low that is discernible from the previous low. Oh my God, what does that mean? Accumulation. More market participants owning this asset than they did before. Rally again, sell off, another one. More market participants again on the third time, chat. The rule of 3. On that third valley, there were higher levels of negative momentum, lower levels of relative strength, implying a continuation to the upside. That is happening right now. TA is being so well respected on Kava. You gotta love it, man. You gotta freaking love it. So yeah, up 12.55%, technical breakout occurring right now as I'm speaking to you. Nice. Okay. Oh, I'm drinking Java, not Kava. Okay. My God, YFI has been going nuts, chat. All right, at one time, the YFII, today, YFII has made the highest price since September 27th of last year. So we're talking about 11-month high. Bullish engulfing candle in the midst of being painted. Hour 27 minutes till it's confirmed. But dude, if it ever broke for real this 3,800 level, it could go to 64.72 really fast, because historically that is the only thing it's ever done when it does breach that level. Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. That's it. The stage is set for this asset if it does break it. But at the same time, if it can't break it, this is exactly historically where the asset has reversed and lost a crap load of value. So just know where you're at on YFII, set up your alerts just above 3,800 or whatever, and because if it breaks it for real, it could almost double in value.
Could we check out CRO? Thanks, man.
Monochrome, dude. Thank you, man. You know, we do have a minimum and stuff. Like, it's just the way it is, man. Okay, right now. So it's just like, you know, right here. Not trying to be weird or anything. It's also in the description below. So yeah, dude, this is like just textbook beauty here. I mean, an asset that was at the bottom of a trading range, was a trade setup that did play out eventually in the end. It did take a couple months, but it played out and then reversed and been sideways and it's dumped back to the bottom again, but it's sprung, it back tested the spring. Richard Wyckoff will be crying tears of joy right here. So freaking beautiful. Look at the candle close. This is why I plot candle closes on dailies with the wicks, because it's the zone. It's not just the wick low itself. You can see how important that is. That's what it tested. It tested the wick low at first, then rallied, and then tested the candle low close. So the zone, and then gone after that. Tia respected.
Extra 5.
You're good, dude. Thank you, man. Gillian Wise, he is a merciful leader. Even though he was unwise, he was still kind to the people. Thank you, man. All right, we're just kind of going through some notable looking assets. Yeah, people are like GRT, dude. I'm telling you, you own it for the next month or two, it's gonna be up in value, most likely, dude. GRT hasn't even begun its acceleration yet. GRT has not begun to do much of anything yet. But if Bitcoin showing that sign of strength and that wave, a new wave has begun. We don't know it yet, but like the wave that would take us to 78, 88% retrace from the all-time high. GRT, man, is gonna eventually see 150. And it could go higher than that. 133 to 150 is the target down here at these levels. I mean, it's almost like accumulation's very real now. I mean, you got a higher low on the daily than the previous low. You got bullish divergence. You got the positive momentum building. You are in the bullish control zone by literally not even 1 point. You are at 60.8. Beautiful conditions for major upside if market participants will it. This is where smart market participants would be acquiring their position on an asset that's lost 88% of its value. And then it confirms a bottom. One time, we don't really know yet. Second time, yeah, this is it, dude. This is it. This is where we would place our bets. Yep. And the upside could be tremendous. GRT, sure, nothing new. Nothing's changed except it's up 1.38% on the day. And then the day before and the day before, we've been talking about this for weeks, man. Okay, we were even talking about this, when it made this low here, because we're thinking maybe this is one low and a second low. It's like 3 lows, man. Low risk areas. This is how you look at any chart, chat. Any chart like Paysafe that was acquired by Square today. Same thing, different asset class. It's a stock, but it's an Australian. Is it Australian? I don't know. Is this Australian, chat? It doesn't really matter to me. I'm just looking at the asset that makes the huge harmonic, just like GRT, and it hits that PCZ. It hits the level of congestion. Looking from history, it's all you had, and then it created a bullish shark right here. And what has it done? It has sprung and back tested the spring, July 27th. Yes, the spring back test, because that was that critical level from November 11th of last year. You sprung, you back tested it, and now you're above the entire zone. This is it, dude. This is where huge new waves begin on assets. Yeah, you may fart around for a little while down here on the daily. It takes time, but eventually gap fill 1367 and could very well see, price is $17 in the future. This is it, dude. Okay, these are the levels. These are the low risk areas. It's boring right now and it could take a while, but eventually, man, it turns into stuff like this. Water was boring as crap before too. Water. Yeah, dude, how long, man? Like, we identified this in January and it came back down in April. Everyone's like, when's water gonna do anything? Screw water. Water sucks, man. It really, really sucks. Gatorade's better. But no, that was just a movie. This is real life. Water is up 11.73% today. Hitting another resistance that goes back all the way back to 2014, 2016. Look at this, 2018. How many times are you going to test it, man? A lot, and you did it again today. So, I mean, if you can break that, 250, 260, that's where fireworks start. If this ever broke 260, it's like getting beyond like just trade levels. It's going to major markups where we're talking like huge wave, right? We're already on, I think, the new wave. High to low, right? You're talking like deep retraces of 445, 497. I mean, just a moderate, 618 is 359. Still so much upside. Think about it like this, from the high to low. If you like water still, because you're in it at a much lower price, we're talking over doubled in value. If you ever break this one level here, you'd only be running up like a 50% retrace is $3. You know, there's just not, once you break that, man, there's nothing else. It's just straight lines up and down. So it has not even made a 38% retrace yet. That's what's spectacular about water. It hasn't even made a moderate retrace, even though it's very close. It's almost identical to Ethereum in its own Fibonacci retracements. Okay, from its highs to lows.
Can we check out
Australian.
Elrond
Okay, good. Just make sure.
DGLD? Thanks.
We'll look at Elrond that I think broke out today. 'Cause you know why, right? You know why Elrond broke out today, right?
Please look at NXT/USD. Thanks and much love. Thank you.
Arabian Pleb, thank you, dude, for the contribution. We'll look out, add it to the list. Why did Elrond break out today? Because it was announced that the Similarian, you know, the prequel to Lord of the Rings, is coming out, and they said September of next year. So like 1 year, 1 month. Once that news broke, it was like boom, Elrond, because Elrond is the elf, one of the ancient elves in Lord of the Rings. Okay, chat, that's just my theory anyway. Okay. Yes, Square that acquired Afterpay, what we looked at, also up substantially. Where is it? It's at the top of the range. Look how it hit the bottom of the range, chat. It hit it and held it. It even back tested it on the 24th of May, and since then, look, bounced off the 200-day moving average. Beautiful, dude. And now on the cusp of all-time high breakout. Not yet, but very close. 283, blue skies for this fintech service. All right. Square looks like AMD. Yeah, a little better, right? AMD that also killed it today, continuing to kill it, unstoppable. Partial decline, breakout, and I think you hit. Do you hit the 1618? No, you had the 1414 fib extension of 110 today. Beautiful, man. Literally beautiful. Next target will be 115.69 to 1.618. Nice. Okay. So we're gonna get to these requests, all right? S&P 500 sold off today, down 0.18%, closed near its lows. Did technically bearishly engulf as well. Go. Bearish divergence for sure. Definitely on the daily, a high, then slightly higher high. Lower levels positive Momo. Daily bearish divergence on the S&P locally. Building negative momentum now. Off of that, so you could see more drawdown. Dow Jones also closed near its lows of the day. I mean, pretty much did, but it cannot break the range. It has not been able to do. It's tested it how many times now? It even hit the bottom of the range for a round, testing again. It has failed. Bearish divergence even. So you can see a high and the higher high on price, the lower level on the oscillator. Blah. And add an inflection point. God, it's just not really that good. NASDAQ Composite. It gapped up today, then filled the gap before close, 0.05%. Still outperforming everything. No positive momentum even on the daily, but lower levels are relative strength, so could be divergence there as well. Then the Russell 2000, the fourth index, not doing too hot, down 0.48% today. Still above the demand line, but in the dead middle of a range, so that's not really anywhere to strategically size up good long positions, right? In the middle, you know, the bottom's always the best. Just looked at Square, looked at AMD, lower levels, range-bound assets. Always good getting them at bottoms, right, of ranges, bottom of ranges. Look what can happen. Bitcoin was at the bottom of a range. Remember that time it fell out of the bottom of the range and then immediately recovered, rallied back above it. What happens? You go straight to the top of the range. Right? I mean, an asset like, we're just talking about ranges here, you know, like just making sure everyone's on the same page. Assets near the bottom of ranges at pattern completion zones, harmonics, dude. I mean, those are the good thing. Then accumulation shown afterwards. And then what do? They run to the top and they have earnings or whatever. They sell off and then they could eventually see the bottom of the range again. Right from the bottom to the top, man. It's beautiful. Okay, real quick, let's just knock out golds before we move to these requests. You know, it kind of rallied. I mean, it did have a 4-hour bullish engulfing candle at the beginning of the day yesterday, but it's now a new day for gold. Still above all critical levels. So hopefully it can just make a higher low than this previous local low from July 22nd and then run again. Because, I mean, the target's pretty much $1,900 on gold. Remember the huge potential inverse head and shoulders that is still in development right now. Still trying to break above that 200-day moving average. Silver man, silver back safe again, okay? Making me feel a little bit better about silver, back above a demand line, back above critical support from history. All right, bullish divergence trying to play out. Stay above these levels. I'll feel a lot better about it. I really want to see it get back above the 200-day moving average. And I most certainly, more than anything, want silver to get back above $26 and change, because that is everything to this chart. That's everything. Okay. So what was the first request, man? I believe it was Rune. But let's take a look at totals while I'm looking over there, okay? Yesterday it could not hold above the 200-day. It did close below it, and now it's back testing the 200-day moving average as resistance. God, man, all kinds of flirtation. Look at this, man. Every time, it's like so much validity that this is real. You know, the tests of the resistance, the break, the back test. Yep, that's what happens, Larry. And remember, it's the second of the month, so it is the second best time, or the second best day to join the Patreon. I mean, remember, it's amazing that there are trade setups and education, life-changing education, the life-changing community in the Patreon. But remember, this is 100% crowdsourced stream, so it's right? No advertising, no monetization. It's all, there's no monetization. Like, it's not checked on, right? So I don't really get help from YouTube algos because of that. But it's also no affiliate marketing, no sponsorships. You're it. So, and the Patreon, I think, is like the best way to support what I do. And you get stuff out of it. You're not just like tipping out of the goodness of your kindness of your heart, right? All right, let's see here. Yeah, really, really nice, man. Good news. Very, very good news on this asset. Holy crap. All right, so this is everything. Rune, 658, 620. That zone's almost everything. The fact that you're above it right now is spectacular. Very, very good. In the end, I guess technically bullish, hidden bullish divergence playing out, getting you above this level where, I mean, you know, I know there's that local high from July 7th, man, but dang, there's just not that much resistance. I think 1050 would probably be your next target on Rune. If you look at the daily, bullish engulfing candle in the midst of being painted right now. Still below the 200-day moving average, but this is a great level to be above. Anything above 658, you could be bullish on it. It also broke maybe a supply line. It did that right there. That's it. That's the supply line that got broken. Dang, this was a really nice wedge. You know what this was like? This was very similar to like Litecoin, similar to like maybe Dash. They had fall. That's a beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches in the end. That's a beautiful falling wedge breakout on Rune. Gorgeous chart pattern, chat. Very, very nice. What would be like if we used the measured principle? What would be a 100% measured move of this falling wedge breakout? A 100% measured move of the falling wedge on Rune would be $13. I think that's not that crazy at all to think about, you know. That's it. From the breakout, the size of the structure. That's it. Oh man, it was so good. I guess I just don't pay attention to Rune much. Look on the daily. From the low to the lower low, there was bullish divergence on the MACD, and you even tested another point of inflection, February 6th and February 23rd. It was support. You broke out, man, and it's going right now. Beautiful chart on Rune. Beautiful breakout. It already broke out of a structure, but now it's breaking above critical horizontal line resistance points, which is great. Stay above that and all is well. I mean, really, though, even if you don't hold that, just make a higher low than that 350, and I think it's still all going to be well. So, there you go, Tekafu, man. All right, let's head to Cream. Okay, Cream. Yes, it ran up and it hit a high, a multi-month high of $209.80, and now it's at 188, because that's what happens at levels of inflection like that. People might be taking profit. It just happens, man. That's where sell orders could be. They were certainly there, and that's it. So as long as Cream can hold above 167 to 175, all is good. The breakout that you had a couple days ago is real, but it has not been confirmed, right? It broke and it never back tested. So one thing that would, people wouldn't like, because it would lose value, but one thing that happens oftentimes is, right, support resistances are back tested. And besides that one time where you were screwing around, and I don't think things really at February of this year, you haven't really ever back tested that level to confirm its validity as a support. So that could happen, and then it goes high. But for now, just chilling between a major inflection point, 175 to 210. All right, yep, you're in kind of limbo. Yeah, I moved Q Diddy. I live in a different place now. Here is the Patreon link. Just pinning it real quick so you can go to it. We'll see here. Oh yeah, so I just kind of went out the gate. What's up, Smitty, man? Bruh. Yeah, Airbnb looks great, man. Looks
Smitty
awesome.
tipped $25.
Technically.
That's real awesome. What's your take on Airbnb? Thank you.
Oh, it's good, man. It's real good. I think it's trying to break a supply line. We will look. Holy jar coin for 100K USD. Just let it be there if the time comes. Meth, you think someone's gonna tip a $100,000 tip on stream? You think that's gonna happen, dude? That's like never gonna happen, ever. Yeah. Who would have ever thought someone would have tipped $37,000 on stream? But 100K, 6 figures in one tip, there's no way, dude. Wow. Okay, so we have new patrons who have joined throughout the evening. Marcus H, Russian letters I don't know, Jackson M, Polpo King, Sam C, Matt, Seabass, Jack, and just a moment, 1 minute ago, Michael M. Thank you all for joining the Patreon in the past 24 hours. Much love. All right, keeps it going. Thank y'all. I'm drinking coffee. Vasquez, coffee, man. Why not if 37K happened? Because that's substantially way more money than 100K. It's substantially more money than 37K. That's why. All right, so that was your Cream update. Nothing. It's ping-ponging between support resistance. Nothing weird. Makes plenty of sense on an illiquid asset. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next request, man. And it was whatever this is, dude. I don't know. I have no memory of this place, but if I did, man, I would have said things. God, dude. I gotta find these BUSDs. It's pretty spectacular if you look at it, right? It's such a clear range. Established, created. What's up, Leprechaun? Yeah! We'll look at it.
Falcon tipped $25. Hex 4 hours, triple bullish divergence.
We will look, Leprechaun man. Still making lower highs, but still making higher lows. So, but we will take a gander. All right. Never say never. What do you got? Some inside information, Meth? Because I don't even know if that Moonbull would be up for throwing down 100K. All right. So yeah, GHST to BUSD is attempting a major range breakout right now. It attempted it a few days, like a week ago, but couldn't do it. Let me just show you real quick.
Bips in tip $21.14. NVTA please. Thanks always Luvian Bits Chan.
What's up, Chin, dude?
0.1493000 LTC.
Thank you, dudes. We will look at it. Thanks for the 2114 to Litecoin, the crypto contribution did. Yeah, for sure. So it's beautiful, is it not? Like just a gorgeous chart. So it's certainly not a level where, hey man, great time to strategize, low risk, high reward opportunities. There could be high reward because of a blue sky breakout, but it's not like, you know, lower risk, dude. Where smart money's buying. This is all breakout moon boys. It's up almost 12% today to boot. It is overbought, right? Taking a fresh long for a swing trade at 80 on the RSI and not really the thing you do. But say you did own this and you requested it because you're in it already and you're just wondering about targets if it did have that blue sky breakout or just your Fibonacci high to low. Your 1272 fib extension would put you at 224, 1414 at 239, and then your 1.618 would be 260. That's if we had a real breakout here, okay? A lot of volume. So you got 1 hour and 4 minutes until your highest daily candle close of all time for GHST, as well as a candle close confirmed breakout of what seems to be the range. With targets above 2618 if things got insane, 365, $3.65. Let's see what happens on GHT to BUSD. All right, there you go. There you go, dude. All right, next one was this. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen this one before in my life. Oh yeah, I remember this one, but not this pair, not hard money. All right. Swissborg to Bitcoin, not US dollar. Certainly a range that was, you know, created. Definitely a range, beautiful. I love this range, man. It's so nice. Oh my God. This is a great looking chart, actually. Kind of a little off the lowest risk areas. But I love this higher low you just created. Man, that's like a form of confirmation, right, that more participants in the market own this than before at a lower risk area. That's great, dude. I freaking love this. The way it looks, you know. Oh, and what's the other thing about it? It's an undeniable uptrend. Its whole life, pretty much. So consecutive higher highs, higher lows, and in a range like this, you are springing and you were so strong that you couldn't even back test the spring. I like it, man. So the upside on this, obviously 2671 to 2755. That would be the target, dude. Literally the target would be this gray area right here. If you were wanting to get on this, okay. CHS to BTC. Nice chart. You want to look at the 4 hour and the daily. Dr. Claus is the daily. The 4 hour is. We got anything else going here? Four hour not really giving us anything right now. But it's above the 200 moving average, which is nice. And the 200 moving average is trying to upslope again, which has done that before. But I like it, man. I think there is upside in a range like this. Not if Bitcoin starts waking up and going nuts, you know, like going to 50K in 10 days or something. Not going to be good because, you know, this is tied to Bitcoin, not US dollar. We know the US dollar is we're never going to wake up and the US dollar is substantially increased in value like a lot, right? That's never going to happen. So. The ticker looks like cheese. Oh my God, dude, Swissborg and then cheese. That's probably why they did it, right? Oh, they're so funny, dude. They're hilarious. Nice. Nice chart. All right, next one. Will be this. We've been here before. Yeah, dude, we looked at VGX before Bitcoin today, dude, because, you know, everyone cares about VGX. Kappa, just kidding. You're the first person to even bring VGX up in like a year, so. Yeah, dude. Yeah, this is so nice, dude. It's still so effing nice, man. Where did my work go on this? Where was that right shoulder, dude? So good. Why is none of this holy crap, dude. Wow. I got this. Yeah, so like inverse head and shoulder stuff, neckline has been tested. It was tested yesterday for the first time since July 12th. Thinking momentum shifting here, and the upsides 18.55 cents eventually would line up perfectly with a measured move of this inverse head and shoulders. Sorry, this is like the way it was kind of, you know, I visualized it. Let me make sure it's, you can see it really well on the daily. Actually really visible. Not exactly like perfect oblong shoulders, but still, I think it looks like great, man. I think it looks good. Again, 18.55 cents. So that means like literally it could double in price from where it, no wait, sorry, 9, I thought it was at 9 cents. I'm thinking it was at 9 cents near the bottom. Okay, so not gonna double, but from where it is right now, the upside potential is still high. I'm talking upside of 49% upside on Crow if this momentum shifting structure actually breaks its neckline, becomes confirmed. All right, you just think about it like this too. If it was to play out, which it hasn't yet, okay? It is not an inverse head and shoulders until it breaks this white trend line, the neckline that it's called. And from the breakout, dude, it's TA Tetris. Do you see this? Anyone watching the stream? I might not even be live right now, but I think it's cool. Dead chat. I mean, the chat, to me, it looks like I'm not streaming right now, for sure. Like 3 people have said something. Okay, here's your Crow, dudes. Moon Chrome Memoirs. Thanks, dude. Hey, Jimmy, dude. Just not. I hate doing it, man. It's like it's literally why it exists right here, so I don't have to say that every time, right?
Coin bag I bought back in February. Embarrassed smiley face.
Oh my god, dude. The scammers. More scammers on Instagram, more scammers on YouTube, trying to act like they're me.
Data USDT.
What's up, Ross? For Chan's car. Thanks, dude. I don't know what any of that means, but yes, we'll look at data. Data mine. Okay. Crow. Crow looks good, technically. Nice. Nice, dude. Next one, Lord of the Rings hype. Oh, Lord of the Rings hype, dude, I love it, man. There's something in the water. There's something in the air on Elrond that's up almost 17% today. It's cracked $100. Looks almost identical to what? Something we just looked at. Can you remember the name? Oh wait, it was called Crow, EGLD, descending broadening formation, inverse head and shoulders. I don't care, either one, they're both bullish narratives with about the same upside potential. It's great, man. It looks beautiful. Why? It's like you could say descending broadening wedge because the neckline is a little bit more steep than Crow. Normally you want those necklines to be like, you know, horizontal because it's like, you know, it's the whole point of a sell wall is stronger than distribution. So you've had distribution on this. It's almost like you could say it's a triangle too. It's breaking upwards. I think that Elrond will face a tough test of many different orc foe, possibly even Sauron himself at 110, a candle low close from February 23rd. If it does break, you could imagine 159 to 160 up there. And then above that's $200. It's like a $50 markup, right? That's it.
When can we buy the house harmonic flag in the merch shop? Smiley face.
That's like outdated, man. House harmonic's not even a thing anymore. I gotta change it eventually on the sub thing, but because we're the Citadel now, man. We've moved up in the world, but I don't even know if Teespring has flags available for us to even make that merchandise. Brad might want to look into that. I don't know. Maybe, man. Okay, so the breakout that is occurring today, not confirmed by any means, less than an hour till it is confirmed, but only confirmed with a candle close, right? You want to back test and then a go. So from the breakout, a measure move is close enough to the major inflection point, or what would be considered, because there's nothing else, right? This is it, dude. What else is so good about Elrond like every other altcoin? Nothing special, right? What else is good about it? It's showing a momentum shifting structure at a deep retrace, a 78% retrace. And that's kind of cool because like almost everything else has made 88% retraces. So this is actually a little bit stronger than a lot of other coins. So it's presenting a potential reversal structure at an area of value, 78.6% sale on Elrond. And something else that happened on the higher low in the engulfing candle, that right shoulder, hidden bullish divergence. So impending price action continuation was implied. So nice variable there. That is exactly what you want. If anyone ever wants to trade a potential inverse head and shoulder, and they're looking for that right shoulder, you always want to have that. Hold on. Sorry, dude. I don't know what's drawn like that. You always want to see your oscillator, right? Your oscillator would be like this. It'd be like a huge, or like a small spike in negative momentum. And then it goes positive. And then on the higher low, the oscillator makes a lower low, right? So your price is making a higher low, so accumulation and momentum shifting, because you had that left shoulder that was low, then the lowest low, then the higher low. And then you have this, right? That's what you want to see on that right shoulder at any time. Also, 3 rising valleys, you want the third valley to have the same type of hidden bullish divergence. Okay, same thing. So if you have like a pattern like the 3 rising valleys, right, where it comes down, oh my god, sorry dude, not an artist, right? So like on the you have the small spike in negative momentum, and then on the third low you're looking for hidden bullish divergence. And specific, like I would say on a daily time scale, if you could have it on, a lot of times on the 4 hour, the third valley like locally can have classic bullish divergence, and then the daily would be showing the hidden bullish divergence. So that's absolutely the most optimum thing that can happen, is the 4 hour time scale shows classic bullish divergence locally, and then on daily time scale the hidden bullish divergence develops. Okay, so that's the stuff you're looking for, what dreams are made of. I think your probability is much higher that it would play out if those things are presenting themselves near the complete development of the pattern.
Mitch,
right?
Can we check out Levi/NYSE please?
So Phil,
Cheers.
Levi, yeah. They sell jeans. I don't own jeans. Okay. That was that one. Let's move on. Next request was this. I don't know if I've ever seen it before in my life. I have seen it. I have memory of this place. NXT to US dollar. I mean, it's certainly lost all its value. Parabolic run done, son. Corrected. I mean, like, you probably... Dude, look where it's at. I mean, it's so low that... I mean, it could go lower. Obviously, the best area you could ever buy the asset would be between 4.7 tenths of 1 penny and 7.7 tenths of 1 penny. Currently sitting at 1.4 pennies. So, isn't quite at the major level of support that it's been a million times, where it's been the most strategic long. Not quite. But my God, it's like a 95% retrace from that low, previous low to the highest high. 95% retrace. So, you can't say it's not like at value perceived areas. It's exceeded even a bullish bat patterns PCZ. So I mean, sure, dude. Like maybe this is it. Maybe this is the bottom. But my God, there's just so many assets out there. I just don't know why people care about this. But yeah, dude, sure, down here, man, down here. But you could wait. This asset could lose from where it is right now. It could literally lose 47% of its value, and it'd be an actual more strategic long entry areas. I'm just saying, right? That's real. That's undeniable. That goes back to 2015, 2014. So you could lose 47% of your value. Right now, you're like trying to get above a high from July of last year. I think that's about it. So I don't know, man. Maybe, right? So that's it. 95% retrace. Not literally at the lowest point ever for a long. But I'm sure if Bitcoin recovers, everything's going to recover, including this, maybe, right? All right, that's NZ or NXT, dude. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's perfect. Airbnb it's like literally implying a major new wave to probably $185, $200, $210 right up there. It's shown the pattern, the bullish harmonic. It's given us a reaction type 1, and it's given us type 2 a reversal low, a potential double bottom at the pattern completion zone of a harmonic. And there was an 88% sale, not once but twice on the asset. On the second time, the confirmation low, there was indication that sellers were exhausted on a significant time scale. So good, it could go up. There's a lot of upside on Airbnb if the TA is respected. Someone said there could be a dragon. Maybe, man. I mean, it's an outside the box way of thinking about it. Just some sort of high from April 28th. Yeah, sure. Supply line, I think that's what they were plotting for the supply line. And it's like you tried to break out today. Whatever, man. Sure. Like it's all like they're all saying the same thing. Up next, not down. So it's like great. I just think there's a lot of upside here on the asset. Just think about like a double bottom. If it became a confirmed double bottom, it would have to break $157.36. That's the neckline right there that's plotted. Let's say it broke it. Let's say it broke out in the coming weeks. A 100% measured move of a confirmed double bottom breakout would be literally where the 618 is. The golden retrace, $185. So that's a very simple way of putting it. That's it, dude. It's Airbnb. All right. I am going in order. The next request was Hex. So I'm not like breaking the line. Okay, that's Airbnb. It looks technically sound for now, and there could be a lot of upside on it, and 185 would be a valid target. Just take a little while, all right? Okay, let's see. Be alert. Hey, if you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Sorry, I didn't set it today. Streaming in the zone, man. I'm streaming so much in the zone that I forget to even talk about gaining new subs or something. My God, dude. You think it can happen? I mean, it could. If this keeps up and you keep staying above 9.7 to 10.2 cents, if you stay above it long enough and you keep getting weaker on the selling because you keep selling, there could be an argument for triple MACD hidden bullish divergence, dude. Wow. So it's, you know, that's just the daily and it's not really confirmed yet. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hour, dude. I mean, you know, you keep making these lower lows and you keep making lower levels of negative momentum. It's very real. I mean, it's like, yeah, you are showing bullish divergence in the 4 hour and you're trying to make a little local higher low. So it's like you stay above this 200 moving average, you make this local higher low. I mean, and then you keep rallying here off that divergence band on the 4 hour. It would usher in confirmed hidden bullish divergence in the daily, which would imply a continuation upward. Wow. What's up, Juan, dude? Hold on.
Noise! Yo, can you look at Tesla brew? Thanks, and when bread mug coming in?
When bread mug coming in? Oh, I don't know, dude. It can take up to a month depending on where you live. So that's from what I understand. It'll be there though. That's one thing. Dang, dude, I'm already almost out of coffee. I've been live for 1 hour 8 minutes though. Time flies. Look on the lates. Let's go, dude. So yeah, it's starting to get really interesting. I mean, the lower low, and then all of a sudden it's like you're pivoting, trying to hold. What's up, Smitty, man? Yeah, we'll put it on the list. Thank you, dude.
Smitty tipped $25. Shella. Thank you.
Yeah, dude, it almost sounded like you said shalom, dude. Thank you, dude. I'm not really sure where we'd be plotting a demand supply line. It's all scuffed. It's like, I think there's different angles. Like one's like right here, you know, but then you got like one up here. It's already been broken, but then you keep trying to adjust and it keeps skating along and not being a breakout, you know, so kind of tough to say. That's why I haven't even plotted anything. I'm just leaving it alone. We're just going by the swing lows and highs and the oscillators. So this is actually interesting. This little maybe shortening of the thrust move on the 4 hour. The daily could start implying a continuation if the 4 hour starts rallying here. But it could just be an attempted rally, and it would be a deep rally. It could take you all the way up to like 16 plus cents. You know, make a 618, 786, 886 retrace from the previous high to wherever the new low would be established. So, yeah, it's okay. It's getting there. I'm still a little, but like, you know, every day people will ask for it. You know, we keep looking at it, and it's like, it looks better than it did yesterday, the day before, the day before, the day before, the day before. So that's good, but I don't know quite yet. Maybe just a little bit more data, you know, just a tidbit more. Give me a few more days of candles, and we should have we should get a better feeling for what's happening, maybe developing right now next. Okay. Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah, man, this was on my watch list. I do my scanning sessions. Yeah, dude, this one was awful. It was awesome though, how it like was one of the only like assets that actually played out. You know, you get head and shoulders. It played out, dude. It hit the target. But look where it is. Major level back from April 2019, August 2019, February 2020, and recently May 18th, and then you got right here. Potentially, yes, potentially bullish convergence. Abhishek, man, thank you so much for joining the Patreon right now. Please be sure to sync up the Patreon and the Discord. You got to do it. That's where all the trade setups are, the education, everything in between. Thank you so much, dude. Kings. Much appreciated. Yes, this is actually extremely interesting. All right, an asset that is showing almost a potential double bottom right now with the way the oscillators look is really kind of good. Okay, you just got convergence, divergence there. Anything above 26.79 could be lots of upside. Okay, Michael F., thank you also for joining the Patreon. Much love, dude. Thought I had mentioned him. Yeah, I did. I already mentioned him, Brad. Much earlier, as soon as he did it. As soon as he joined, I did it. I remember this because it's also your last name. I haven't even checked. So, man, it was scary, dude. 1,008 patrons right now. We had fallen below 1,000 patrons for the first time, I think, since December. But we've recovered. 1,000 is a critical support resistance, right? And we're above it, man, barely. But that happens, man, with Bitcoin price action the way it's been terrible. So we just plot this little zone here, man, for you, so you can see the levels that are so important. That if you're below it, historically, it's almost certain that it always goes down to 1846. But if it holds, it's held it before. Look what it did in August. It held it, sprung, it even kind of back tested the spring. But look where it went. It went insane. So this could be very good for NVTA if it can sustain prices above this level of inflection. A major reversal could happen, man. Your first target would obviously be right here at 35.35. What is that upside? The upside there could be from where it is right now, if it was to hold and run, 25% upside on NVTA, and we're talking about just going to test the next level from July of last year and the neckline of the potential double bottom. So that would be maybe one target if I wanted to play this level. One target. And then if it ever broke out of that level, you're just doing measured move stuff of double bottoms, right? And then you're talking 100% measured move of potential double bottom that becomes confirmed. Right there, 45, 46. Nice. Very good request. Yes. Been monitoring, I mean, scanning, and I keep seeing it. And then the times I see it, it's just like, it was, I think it was making this lowest low. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Now it's starting to hold for a while, and the negative momentum's waning like that. I like that. So it's like getting closer to going positive again. Momentum could be going back to the bulls with this holding here, all right? Great look on NVTA. Nice one, dude. Next one was that's for Ross. Not sure if it's the same Ross. We got different Rosses in here. Yeah, pretty good chart right now. I'm liking it. I don't even have any data here. Guess I haven't been here before. This is exceptional chart. Chat. This is good stuff, man. Really good stuff right here. Look at this. So why is it good? Because it's like, it's in an uptrend. It was in an uptrend, right? And then it sold off in May, right? And made a higher low, but then it rallied, had a crazy run, and then pulled back, and it's holding this major support. Major support. Where if it falls below 9 cents, it's probably going to lose 66+% of its value. But if it holds above this zone of support resistance, then there could be a lot of upside. Yeah, it could even go higher than that. I mean, like, I think your upside, if it can hold 9 cents, 8 to 9 cents long enough, 13.3 cents, which is, it doesn't look like much staring at this chart here, zoomed out, but the upside could still be 37% just to go test the candle high close from February 12th. It's a little bit lower. Right there. Yeah, I mean, that's the upside target. And then above that's 19 cents. Clearly, you can see all the price action correlation the first time it was ever hit, February 12th. So that's your data. Above 8 cents, strong, bullish, because it's held it not once but twice. And it's kind of like a confirmation of a spring back test back from June, you know? So yeah, 13.3 cents and then 19 cents after that on data. This holds. Okay. That's how you size it up. Perfect. No, this is non-inverse head and shoulders at all. It's too ugly looking. Way too ugly, dude. No one else around the world's gonna see that. I'm sorry. If I don't see it and look at it, just... No, it's non-inverse head and shoulders, dude. Doesn't mean it's not doing bullish things. We just talked about higher lows and stuff at critical supports. All right, next one was this one. Wow, it looks pretty interesting, man. It's not bad. Levi Strauss and Company. This is on my list too. What has it done recently? What did it do? June 22nd, it back tested the old all-time high from April 2019 as support and bounced resoundingly, and is now just, you know, consolidating, and has just recently made a higher low. And technically on the daily, if you can see from that low to the next low, what's going on? Hidden bullish divergence implying a continuation on Levi Strauss. Below the higher low. And now you're rallying up 3.56% today. And it's all about $30, right? You break 30 bucks, that's where things get really interesting. Pretty easy to, you know, Fibonacci for targets if it goes into price discovery. Talking about like 32.69, 35 bucks, right? The fibs up there. And, you know, I wouldn't worry about 2618, it's like 41.65, but it's the stock market, man. So it just all depends, right? It could be like double topping, but if it pivots, makes higher lows, hidden bullish divergence plays out, and it actually runs again, it could break out and then go to the next levels. Okay, that's it. Really nice uptrend for, you know, Levi Strauss now performing really well. It's nice. Okay. Florida likes. Wow, dude. Wow, that's depressing. Remember that time we would get like, you know what? Never mind. Whatever, dude. All right, next request was Tesla. Tesla, that is at a major level of resistance, I believe. March 10th high, 717. You tested it today and you failed to break it. There is a gap that will probably fill at 686, 687 soon. And it's all about the ifs. It's like, if it can break that, I think you're going to $800+ to make your deep retraces. But that's right there, March 11th, 10th. That's just a level of inflection. All right, so nice. It was one of the top gainers in the S&P 500 today, but we don't really know yet. I mean, it made a lower low May 21st than it did March 5th, and it's not technically made higher high. You want to see it make a higher high than 777, the top of this little shark here. All right, you just haven't yet. So nice higher lows locally. Nice to see it above the 200-day moving average so well, but you got to break this resistance, and then you'll test 800, those deep retraces. Okay. That's Tesla. No action to take. It's not really an actionable. It's not a value area for long. It's not, you know, doing anything like you have greater than a coin flip's chance of it doing something. It's just at a resistance. All right, last one that was on the list that met the minimum criteria for the request. Huh? Tsla Technologies. Well, I mean, it's been making higher lows since the COVID crash, technically. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty real. If you can see it, what it's doing right now, correlating to 241, 261, that's an inflection point, right? And that's... Right there. It's above it. It even back tested as support. Hidden bullish divergence going on at the same time. This is exceptional. This is really good. This is implying continuation. And at these levels, dude, you know, it's like, where does it go? I mean, like, the asset historically goes to insane levels. So this is the first time, though, chat, that Tsla Technologies is back testing it as support.
$22.22. What's your thought on that UBX, man? Go mid.
So, Cocho, thanks for the 22 repeating, of course. I don't know, we'll look at it. Thanks, man. I think that was the harmonic that's been going really well. We'll look, thanks. So, I mean, the upside, it's like, where do you even plot it? Like, which I mean, here, I would say, like, the low from May of 2019 and the high from October 2019, 494 or like 488. It's just like that. God, it's like a little zone right there. That'd be the target. The only way to really strategize it, I guess. I mean, there is a low at 328, but if this is real, if the hidden bullish divergence is going to play out, and it held 261 for real for the first time in history as support, 488 to $5 is your target. Yeah, it sounds crazy, doesn't it? What a back test, though. For now, what a back test. It may not hold, though, right? I mean, you can see it try, and then like it just dumps tomorrow, and then it's anything below 241. I don't think you want anything to do with it. Nothing, dude. Okay. I think you're out of Tsla below 241, but above 261 could be insane, dude. That's it. That's your chart, dude. Very, very good. Oh man, I hope this plays out, dude. This is like a momentum. The asset's momentum looks really good right now. All these higher lows, and then a back test of a breakout, and it's never done it before in history, and it's showing that sellers are exhausted on the back test. That's what that means. It's freaking awesome. Okay. Next one. Unity. Yeah, that was like 786. Just kidding. 886. Nearing its all-time lows. It's there, man. I mean, look, this was 786. It was showing like potential second bottom and bullish divergence. Terrible, dude. Now you don't have like any help. Like there's nothing's implying upside on the oscillators at a deep retrace. So it's like, it's up 3% today. But we'll see if it catches a reaction with the 886. It's unfortunate. There's a UBI. I think UBI is the one that's like looking awesome. This is like the one that's like not at any level of support. And it's showing no edge on the oscillators, unfortunately. So let's see if the failed bullish Gartley, I mean, it's kind of just like a bullish Bartley now, right? We've seen a lot of those that underperform. They go to the 886 in reverse. So let's see if it happens, man. But nothing's implying that sellers are exhausted at these levels yet. But it could happen, man. Whatever. That's your UBX, Unity Biotech. So that's it, Shep. I've been live an hour and a half now. I mean, what more could you ask for, you know? I mean, just like do what I do every day. We look at Bitcoin and the markets, across the markets, man. And that's it. I'm gonna go helicopters, dude. Matthew Henry, I don't know, dude. I have no idea. I think we had some issues this month for the first time ever on that stuff. Weird. Is that, dude? It's almost like I want to be around for it. Ethereum going for 13 green closes in a row. It's never happened, chat, in history. So you're living history with me. Look at this chart on Ethereum's daily. Nothing like it, dude. It's just like, what the... I mean, you love it, dude. It's so cool, but like, it's just the fact that, it's maybe a gambler's fallacy, like when you were spinning the wheel and it's like, okay, the chug has not been hit on the wheel in like 20 times. So it's, the probability you would think is higher that it's soon to be hit, but that's not actually real. It's same thing with like, think the same thing with green candles 13 days in a row. It's like you think the probability is just increasing that eventually it's going to be a red candle. And it probably is, man, but probably not. I don't know, dude. It's really weird. But above like 2,500 and you're just butting up against that wick high from April 22nd. Again, that's all you're doing. You did it yesterday, you're doing it again today. So it's not possible, Matthew P. Talk to them. Talk to Patreon about it.
Last minute request. Can you check MDT US, please?
What's up, Egg Dude? Thanks for 20. I mean, it doesn't have to be the last request. It's just like, what happens when we get this deep into the stream and the requests are done. It's like...
Spin.
What is it, Monday? Spins are not on today, I guess. I don't know. I just don't feel like taking a shot of whiskey and then that's it, right? Like, what's the point, No one else is going to be like... Yeah, that's why spins on random days at the end of the streams don't really work because, again, say it landed on chug, what happens? I take the shot and then I'm almost done with the stream anyway. And it's just like a waste, Call of Duty Connect. MDT. Pretty cool, dude. Pretty cool, man. Dude, let's go, Ubi, man. Spin for dead on... Sure, yeah, we could do that. I mean, absolutely. Yeah, we'll do 2 spins. One for J Nathan, one for Ubi, and whatever happens.
Patreon, right?
J Nathan, you have to drink anyway. You ready? You can just put it in debt too for Thursday, but here's for Ubi, man. Thank you, bro. Wow. It was close, dude. Dude, whoa. Is that real? Robert J, thank you so much for just joining the annual Patreon. Can we please... Oh, God. Sorry. Wait, Marquette. Oh, that's just triggering. Dude, let's go, man. Let's freaking go.
Spin. You can own.
Boom. Thank you, Robert. My man. He's taking the black. Okay, sorry. Yeah, spin. Dr. Colossus, sure. Just be odes. That's fine. Yeah, double top, maybe. Dang. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like, how could I do it today? Because it's just like, it's going to hit chug on a random Monday. Yeah, so I now owe a chug on Thursday. Yeah. Yep. I owe you. So someone be like, inverse head and shoulders. It still could be. Like, it definitely was like, it could have certainly been identified as an inverse head and shoulders and a reversal, right? Like, that's the neckline, and then you got the head and shoulders, duh. And it's hitting a resistance and pulling back, yes. But if it breaks, it's on its way to the measured move, right? So, oh God, you're like sharks and you smell blood.
Can we look at XRP? I have a long at 0.59. Is it a full all stop at 0.57?
We will look at XRP.
Spin. This
Thank
is
you,
why
Isaac.
I do what I do, smile.
So yeah, you did it, man. So we know I owe. And I guess we're playing the wheel spin game, but thank God, dude. You drink, J Nathan. And we'll just do one for Isaac too. We're just playing the IOU wheel spin game. We're playing like, hey, I'm the Federal Reserve US government. Okay? But I literally will pay it back, not like them. So even if it was like interpreted as some sort of Bukowski structure and it broke out, confirmed, it could definitely backtest the neckline. It has not done that. So I would not be surprised at all if you backtested 128, 129, right? A breakout, say it didn't and it just kept going, you know, it's a little bit higher. And all it is like 137, you know, so that's how one could size it up or look at it. It's just like an inverse head and shoulders, maybe continuation there. But, you know, whatever, it was kind of just like it back tested an old high at one time in February. And it could also just be considered a rectangle. You don't have to look at it like an inverse head and shoulders. People don't. A lot of people won't. Right? But you can still see the momentum shifted. And really, what was so spectacular about MDT, TA being respected, this is why you watch the stream. This is why it's so incredible, dude. This is why you love and respect TA. Because, like, you back tested sometime in February, June 8th, and you rallied and you sold off. And what did you do so perfectly that has manifested into a huge run up?
Wrong chart, Mitch. MDT US. But hey, you might be onto something.
Yeah, but why do you tip me to look at MDT and you don't tell me it's MDT to USD? Like almost every single ticker is now has an escalade to it. So like, please specify the pairing when you request these things now, just so I don't waste my time on something you didn't request. So, because it's just like, oh, I just did an entire analysis on an asset, you know. Well, look what happened when the asset back tested. The asset back tested the old all-time high from January pre-COVID crash as support.
Can you look at video? Thanks.
I can spin, but I can't do that, right? Because minimums on requests, and evidently the minimums on requests even are like, well, I have to look at the stock and the S coin. So look, when it backtested the spring, it has appreciated in value at its highest point today, 8.66%. That's amazing. That's just to your perspective when stuff like that happens. So, you know, whatever, dude. But yeah, and now at a major level where it could reverse and go all the way back down to 122 again, and it's just in a rectangle, whatever, range. Okay. He did. He literally did. He did, but he just didn't do the slash. So he just makes MDT, and then USDT is all not capitalized, and it doesn't look like a pairing. So I'm just like looking at it, and it's like, huh? Or did he? Yeah, he did it weird. He did it like MD, dude. Look at that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not paying attention. Like, look, MDT, and then it's just like USDT. It's like, could you check out MDT to USDT, please? That's the way you tipped it, dude. You are used to that, T-Bone. You've wrecked me a few times. Okay, I'm good. What does that mean? I don't even know. Hold on. Well, let's go to your S coin. Precious S coin. We'll see here. Oh, look, it's an asset that's lost almost all its value from the high, the low to high. Wow, I'm so surprised. Like everything else, I'm looking at a carbon copy of all other cryptos, I guess. Wow, okay, so it's holding a level that goes back to August 2020, September, 1 year ago, a major inflection point. Clearly you can see the chop supports. One time, second time. It's so similar to almost everything else. It's lost 88% of its value, right? Am I crazy? From your lowest low to the highest high, it's lost 88% of its value. One time, it actually went like 92%, right? So like, yeah, these are where eventually the assets will reverse to the upside majorly. Yes. Yes, it held, but it's not done anything really that special. I guess it's now trying to break that high from July 8th. But there's like resistance up there. Yeah, support, resistance, support, resistance. So if it broke it, then I would think like your upside would be like it like lots of upside based on history of what it can do, right? If the asset ever broke 2.7 cents, it could go up, well, like 40%, 46% in value, right? Yeah. So it's all about, will it do that? I mean, you're at levels where it probably could. There was triple bullish divergence. Heck, man, and then quadruple bullish divergence. Jeez, on the MACD. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 going again. So, I don't know. Break 2.7 could be real fast. 4 cents. 4 pennies on MD2. The S coin. Oh, cool. All right. Okay. Bitcoin. 15 minutes till your daily candle close. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks so much, everyone. As you can see on the daily, we didn't look at Bitcoin on the daily. It is not above any support right now. It is below pretty much all of them. I would say there's a candle high close back from January 14th and a candle high close from May 26th that you're above right now.
Mitchum has taken my additional $10 for a spin low. I was adding it to the first request. It's all good. Hashtag TBO.
Oh yeah, but remember, I got stuck on multiple MDTs, dude.
MoneyGram analysis broke previous resistance above $11.50 and closed daily above $12. But sold off and now down at $10 with hidden bullish divergence.
Well, there you go, little Mitch. You got it, man. Doesn't sound like you need me for an analysis. You got it, dude. Thank you, man, for the 5. Yeah, MGI is in a nice uptrend. Yep. Ooh, this one got wrecked on Friday. Dang. Not really sure though. I mean, like, TBIO translate, biotech company, obviously in an uptrend, but just had well, it's not even earnings yet. Earnings it says today, but I don't know, dude. It doesn't make money. It's at a major inflection point after a massive dump, dude. Yeah, Friday it gapped down, and today it held. So it's all about the ifs, man, on something like this, right? Where it's like, if it can hold this inflection zone here, then it should be fine to go up. But if it doesn't, there could be a lot of downside, man. It's probably going to go down to 2174. So there's no edge. It's like the dump just happened. It made a gap. Create a gap fill at 35.63. That would certainly be your target, probably. Or maybe 34.36, the high from February 8th. If it held here, that's your upside. 34.36 to $35. So will it hold? I don't know. Right there, dude. Okay, we're cool. It's not really like, anything that sticks out as, oh my god, I can't wait to long this right now. Okay, dude. Oh. XRP for Isaac. Yeah, that we know. XRP above a certain level is awesome. And it's above it. Yes. XRP above like 69 cents is great. Hidden bullish divergence in the weekly, classic divergence in the daily, and above what I think is really substantial November 26th high. But you're still below that 200-day moving average. You got to break above it. But I think there's so much upside on this asset if it can really break it. Okay. I mean, I think you can go up to $1. So it's like 25% plus upsides here if it can hold. And really, even if it sells off on XRP, it could still sell off, go down to like 60 cents, make a higher low than 52 cents from July 21st, and it'd be showing accumulation. It could still be bullish. So it's just, yeah, you're at levels that they're value perceived areas. It's a bullish Gartley pattern, textbook. So it's all on Bitcoin too. Bitcoin's gonna play a role of what this thing does and how it performs. But it's okay for now. It's above good, decent areas for now. That's it, dude. Yeah, GRT, dude. I mean, sure, there's more talking about. We've like been here before and talked about. I mean, we've been talking about this GRT since late June. So nothing's changed except you got your reaction low, your reversal low, and that should be it. And that's like where you hold above these inflection points. This is where eventually Bitcoin picks up, and then XRP has its own days where it outperforms here and there, and it runs up to like $1, then maybe $1.50. So it's, again, it's all on Bitcoin. Okay, are we cool? Oh yeah, you got the EIP coming out, right, for Ethereum, and it's leading up to the event. That's why we're seeing these green candles and outperformance like this. Oh, I'm sure, dude. I'm sure. Wouldn't be surprised, man. So one thing on Bitcoin on the daily that's good is it's back at 60. RSI is at 60. It was overbought at the highest point. It hit 74.88, the highest level it had seen since late February, and is now completely reset. So really good to see that. It could keep going, but 60, 50, that area is a good reset area. So, you know, it was just too hot, too fast at the inflection point. You figured a pullback could occur. It happened. And it's really not too bad yet, okay? But yeah, more downside wouldn't be like that crazy just based on Fibonacci, right? Where you go from the low to the high. This is like, we talked about it earlier, we talked about it yesterday. Golden zone is between 34,390 and 37,532. That's where assets go and moderately, commonly retrace before they bounce and reverse. Okay, so that could still be in the cards as you've just today confirmed an upthrust through the major trading range, and you've now confirmed with confirmation with candle close on the 4 hour at least that what was once a resistance has become a resistance again. So you need to get back above that, otherwise that's what's happening. Market was like, yep, it was resistance before, it's now resistance again. Okay, multiple times today we've tested that and confirmed it. So that just means maybe more downside, and if it is, it might just be moderate. It might just be no big deal, a couple thousand, few $1,000s to hit the golden zone. That's it. Okay, so that's it, chat. What a stream. I think it's a pretty good stream. Hour, 45 minutes, whatever, man. Some good days today. Yesterday, it's crazy. New intro. Trying to keep it fresh. So thank you so much for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Again, the single best way to support what I do, you want this to keep going, you want to keep launching it, is to join the Patreon, because you get something out of it a lot. You know, you get trade setups, education, and access to our premium chat, which is like unreal. You learn so much if you want to invest in yourself and you want to learn stuff about TA. So join the over 1,000 patrons community, right? What's up, Snipes, dude?
Threes just because.
Thanks for the threes, just because. Thanks, dude. And again, it's the second of the month, so it's like the second best day to join the Patreon, so I'm still going to talk about it and stuff, right? So, okay. So thanks again for everything. Love y'all. Till next time, respect the T. Hey.
is JP. I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.